In this week's Torah portion of Vayera, we learn how we should be acting towards another Jew and how far we should go out of our way to help someone. So we know the story. At 99 years old, God commanded Abraham to get a Brit Milah, a bris. Now we can only imagine the pain that he was in after having this bris, especially as a 99-year-old man, and the healing process probably took a little longer. 3 days into it, which is the most extreme part of the pain, but Abraham was sitting outside of his tent in boiling hot heat. Why? Because he was known as the master of Hachnasas Orchim, which is inviting guests. He wanted to do chesed and kindness, and he was begging to have someone pass by. But God made it extremely hot so that nobody would come and bother him. But then God saw that he desperately wanted to do kindness. So he sent these 3 angels disguised as regular people, Arab people. And so the beginning of the Torah says that Abraham saw them, and they were standing there. And then it says again that he saw. So what does it mean? 2 times he saw, they were standing there and he saw. So it's explained what he saw that they were coming. And it looked like they wanted something, but they paused because they didn't want to inconvenience Abraham. Abraham was a household name. He was everyone knew about him, a big, tremendous sage and who he was. They didn't want to bother him. What did Abraham do? He went and he ran to them. And then he tells them, just come in for a meal. They're like, I don't know if I want to come. He's like, yeah, come. I'll just give you bread and water. It'll be very simple. They come in. What happens? He gives them a lavish meal with all kinds of meats and foods and everything of that nature. What do we see from what Abraham did that we can learn for ourselves? So firstly, I'm sure the pain of Abraham running over post-op 3 days was extremely painful. Nevertheless, he had to show them that it's not a big deal for me. Also, if I told them I'm going to come have a 5-course meal or by me, it's going to be amazing, they're going to say, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to inconvenience you. So he tricked them to say it's only going to be bread and water, and then he gave them everything great. What Avram did was he went out of his way to realize that these people needed help, but it's not easy for them to ask. And they may be hesitant to take the chesed, the kindness that I'm going to give to them, if they view it that it's too hard for me to do it. The lesson we see over here is very, very powerful. There's people around us that are in need, whether it's physically need something, financially need something, emotionally need help, and they're searching for help. But it's very hard to ask someone for something in any of those arenas. It's just not easy. Instead of us hiding and thinking, hopefully I won't get cornered into having to do something. If I get stuck, I'll do it. We see from Abraham the concept, how we're supposed to act to a fellow Jew is we should seek them out as much as possible and do it in a way that's going to make them feel comfortable, that they don't feel like they don't feel like they're inconveniencing me. It's something that's not so easy to do, but I think what we see from Abraham is that we should strive to do it. And when we do that, we're doing kindness in the most pristine way that God views it, and it's the most special way that we could do that. I wish everyone a Shabbat Shalom and a wonderful week.